Regarding the debt ceiling issue, with alarm bells going off in Washington, how do you handle simultaneous potential crises like banking and debt, which sometimes come in pairs, given your experience in handling such situations?
Well, you tell your family that they're not going to see much of you for a several week period, and you gear yourself up for a very tense kind of period, and you remind yourself that it's very important to speak with great care, because the most important asset a financial policymaker has is her or his credibility. And so you choose your words in those situations very carefully, and you try as hard as you can when you think you've come to a course of action to ask everybody around you, what should I be worried about? What could go wrong here? And you try to minimize as much as you can any possible risk scenarios associated with the course that you have set. And you do that, and then you hope for the very best. I think the issue that's particularly difficult right now is not so much the banking issues, as difficult as they are, but I think on the debt limit issue, you have parties that may not always be rooting for success, and you also have entities like the Republican caucus where you're negotiating with somebody, but you're not really sure of what the person you're negotiating with can or cannot deliver. Right. And that makes this a more difficult kind of situation. The other thing you do, which you don't talk about, is you contingency plan for all the scenarios. And you know, it's interesting if you look at the minutes of the Federal Reserve System from 2011, they had very elaborate scenario.
In crisis management, financial policymakers must choose words carefully, consider risks, seek feedback from colleagues. In contingency planning, it's crucial to have plans for all possible scenarios to keep things going in a crisis. In negotiation challenges, crisis negotiations can be difficult, especially with uncommitted parties like the Republican caucus. In debt limit difficulty, the debt limit issue is tough due to potential obstruction from parties, challenging negotiations with unclear delivery ability.